Hello, my name is Iworiosa. I'm an initiated spiritual guide and oracle. My temple is Moon Garden Temple. If you are on the path of remembering who you are in the right place. Hello, sisters and sensitives and empaths and all of you building awesome creative things in your life. This is the full moon reading. This is a 3-card reading. It's based on desire, blocks, and where you want to go in the future. We're going to start with desire. I don't know if you can see that. I will post these cards. This card is the Tree of Life connection. So when we're in the full moon, especially in the summer, it's time to let go of things. It's time to release things. And they say if you look at Chinese medicine, they say all the medicine that you're taking or that you're applying, everything that you're doing is amplified so much because of the heat. And I know that's true. You know, the blood, as they say, the blood boils in the summer. So if there's something that you really desire right now, sometimes it's, about a relationship or to build something or, a habit that you'd like to develop or something you'd like to change. If there's a desire within you right now, everything that you do in relation to that desire is amplified, whether you're helping that desire or whether you're creating your own blocks with that desire. So if you're procrastinating and not involving yourself with that desire, even though you feel it every day and you want to do it, your procrastination is getting you doubly far away from walking that path and meeting up with all the, elements that help you get there. So when we're talking about connectivity and Tree of Life, and because we're talking about the full moon, it's releasing. Right now, it's time to think about anything that's connected to the desire, that's not helping, that's hindering, that's taking away from, that's dissolving the integrity of this desire, and drop it. Stop being connected to that. Stop being attached. Connectivity, when we connect to something, say we're procrastinating. So we have that desire and we're procrastinating a lot, right? When we're really connected with the emotions or the fears or whatever that's, involved with this, with this procrastination, then that procrastination starts to kind of solidify and it becomes part of us and it becomes more real than the actual desire that we want to create or that we want to come together with. So right now in the full moon, when it comes to connection, and I'm not going to talk about the Tree of Life. This is a short reading, but connection, when it comes to being connected, you got to drop whatever it is that's in the way. And right now in the summer, because it's summer, it's just going to be a little harder to drop that because, as I said, everything is amplified. So I use procrastination as an example because I know there's some things I'm procrastinating on. And as I'm saying this out loud, I'm I gotta take my own medicine. All right. So remember, dropping right now in this full moon phase, I always say, it's good to do things on the full moon. If what you want to do is drop something or release something, it's good to do on the full moon, but it's also okay to start doing that a few days before the full moon and a few days after. So there's a phase where it's going to be the strongest. Obviously the day of the full moon, like today, which is, I guess it's August 19th, is going to be the strongest day to drop it. So blocks. Okay. Blocks, and we're talking about blocks around your desire, and the card that came up was Ocean or Source. I'm hoping you can see this. There's a lot of beautiful, I love the light, but I don't know if you can actually see the card. Ocean, Source. So the beautiful thing about the ocean is that there's just, there's flow. There's an unending flow. It's a representation of infinity, right? And so when we're talking about our blocks, there's something right now, what the card is saying, what the reading is saying is that there's something that's, in the way that's kind of consistent, that keeps coming. It's something that's blocking you, that's always been blocking you, that's habitual, that you're not just seeing around the desire that you want to create, but also just in all parts of your life. And this is a really good, full moon energy is such a great, the magic of the full moon is that the moon, our ancestor moon, the spirit moon, helps us release whatever is not working for us. And the other thing about the full moon is it amplifies, it amplifies anything in the shadow. So right now, if there's the desire that you want to create or you want to connect with or you want to see in your life, you want to manifest something you've been praying for, and there's something that you can detect in your life, do some exploration. What's going on in my life that's always kind of in the way? It might be a habit of yours. It might be something that you notice yourself doing every day when you wake up. It might be something that you notice in your conversations with people. It might be something that you're saying. It might be something that you're feeling. Are you feeling consistently annoyed? Is it like an infinite source of annoyance that's happening? You're walking through your day angry at everything, right? If you feel it's like constantly flowing into you and it's an emotion that's unwanted, it's a habit that's not working for you. If you feel that happening, even if you don't think that it's connected to the desire that you want, the thing that you want to manifest, it's actually something that is blocking it. So it's time to do some exploration around what is habitual in your life, what is happening all the time that you're noticing that you're not necessarily proud of and you don't necessarily like. What is happening that is consistent that you would like to maybe change or rebalance or make healthier choices? That very thing is in the way of whatever the desire that you have right now is. And so the last space is future. And it's talking about, what do you do? What can you engage with to help you bring about this desire, this thing that you want, that you're praying for, that you're wanting to manifest? And that is cave, receptivity. And that's actually beautifully paired with the card we drew for blocks, which is the ocean and source. Remember we said that, there's something you're experiencing or that you're doing, some habit or something around you, or something you're saying, something is going on that's continuous in a lot of parts of your life, and not all parts of your life, that's actually blocking your desire. And once you've identified that, once you've started to rebalance that, or whatever it is you're called to do about that, then you can replace it with your receptivity. Once we change a habit, and once we stop doing whatever it is we're doing, or stop engaging with whatever it is that we don't necessarily want to be connected with or don't want in our lives anymore, there is a little bit of a void. Because there's an energy that's just kind of been part of our existence that's now like over here, or it's muted into something else. But especially for our brains and sort of the makeup, the sort of matrix around us, there's like a big change where it's not being filled by that old habit or that old way of being. And so we sometimes we just want to fill it with something else. Sometimes we fill it with other bad habits. To be quite honest, I sometimes fill procrastination with like eating sugar. And I'm like, I'm not procrastinating anymore, but I'm definitely eating a lot of sugar, right? So we all have habits like that. This reading is saying fill it with your receptivity. Do you see this person in the cave? Find places to meditate in quiet and silence. Create more spaces where you're turning off your phone and your computer and any stimulation around you. Find more spaces to sit and allow things to come in. This is all related to whatever your desire, again, all related to your desire. So in this full moon phase, as we're, letting go of, what we don't need, as we're releasing from what doesn't work with us, and we're focusing more in on a desire that we want to create, that we want to experience, it's important to allow yourself to be in that I call it the dark space, that dark space where what you need, the path you need to take, the rest that your mind might need so that your heart and your spirit can be heard better, your intuition can be heard better, your instincts sharpen themselves in silence and darkness. That is where you need to be on a regular basis, especially in this full moon cycle. And like I said, you can take this reading and use it from now until the next cycle, and cycle until after that, which is the new moon cycle, or just focus on this all the way until the next full moon. If you want to join me for a new moon reading, I hope you do. I think the first day that comes out is, so that's the full moon reading. I hope you liked it. I'm starting to put these out on camera. It's very different doing it on camera than it is in front of a person. So give me some feedback. Let me know how you liked it. And please join me for the new moon reading. That's a reading I do. It's pay what you can. I want everybody to be able to come to it. It's a much bigger, more extensive reading. And we also talk about moon magic, and there's, suggested ritual and stuff like that. So I hope to see you there. You can find it anywhere, linked somewhere around this video, wherever you're seeing this video, or you can come to my website, moongardentemple.com. Have an awesome day. Big love and blessings. Happy full moon.